Hey, what did do YouTube? It's your boy Supreme King Z, aka the Red ID, coming back at you with another video. And today we are doing a what if called What if Naruto has swift release. And I know I haven't been posting like that because, well, a lot of shit been on my mind. So yeah, school, a lot of other problems that I've been having. So yeah, um, I'm gonna start like getting back to YouTube. So yeah, and like y'all can tell me what videos y'all want me to do, and when y'all want me to do them, post them. Like I can go post like a video right after this if y'all want me to. Just put it down there, pick a video y'all want me to post right after this. So yeah, like and subscribe. And with all that being said, let's roll the intro. Alright, so basically the only way that this would happen, and I know there's other ways for this to happen, but I'm not taking the route of other people, so yes. So it would be a genetic mutate, taking power from the chakra chain from the Uzumaki, and also a hidden Kekkei that the Namikaze had that no one knew about, as they would keep it hidden. So that would combine with the Uzumaki chakra chain and create swift release. And I know it might sound stupid or like that, but I mean, so basically it would be the night of the Naruto attack, as Kushina would be conceiving Naruto as she would conceive Naruto, as Naruto would be given to the nurses, the two nurses that helped Kushina conceive Naruto, as Minato would be talking to Kushina, telling her how great job that she did and how proud he is. And then they would hear two thuds as Minato would look behind him, giving Kushina a view to see and look in horror as she would see her baby Naruto with a unknown person wearing a mask. As we all know, this person to go by the name of Madara Uchiha. As Minato would ask, what does he want? As the masked man would say, all I want is the 9 tails. As he would put a kunai to baby Naruto's throat. As he would say, if you move an inch, he will die. As Naruto's eyes would open, as in a yellow flash, Naruto would be inside of Minato's arms, as he would teleport him to the Namikaze estate, as he would come back to see the 9 tails rampaging and Kushina tied up with chains by her hands and feet, as the masked man would be about to take her out, as Minato would come in a yellow flash and take her back to the Namikaze estate, sitting her by baby Naruto, as he would say to baby Naruto, take care of your mother please for me while I have to go deal with the problem. As Minato would put on his Hokage robe, as he would vanish in a yellow flash. As the first person he would see was the third Hokage Hiruzen, as they strategized a plan, as they were both about to go defeat the Nine Tails, as the masked man would hold Minato back, as Minato would tell Hiruzen to go, as Hiruzen would follow the orders, as he would gather the Leaf Ninja and they would start their attack on the Nine Tails. As Minato and Madara Uchiha's fight would go as usual as a cannon, as he would plant a Rasengan into Madara Uchiha's back, as Madara Uchiha would vanish in a swirl, as he would have no other choice, as he would be thinking this as he went back to the Namikaze estate, as he would tell Kushina what he was about to do, as Kushina would say, "No, Minato, please don't do this," as she would try to plead with him, as Minato had already made up his mind, as he would say, "I'm sorry, baby Naruto, and I'm sorry, Kushina, but this has to be done to protect the village," as she would hang her head in shame, as he would vanish, as they would end up, as he would go back for Kushina, as Kushina would chain the Nine Tails down after the battle that drove the Nine Tails out of the Leaf Village, as they would chain him down, as Minato would put up a seal to guard the procedure in the ceiling of the Nine Tails, as Hiruzen wouldn't be able to get in, no one could be able to get in, as he would perform the seal, as half of it would go into himself, and the other half as he was about to seal it, as the Nine Tails, the weakened Nine Tails, would try to kill baby Naruto, as Minato and Kushina in unison would jump in front of baby Naruto, taking the blow, as Minato would finish the sealing the other half into Naruto. And as this would happen, Minato and Kushina would fall to the ground, as they would use their last bit of life to say all the things that they want to say to baby Naruto, as this barrier would fall down, as Hiruzen would run into the barrier, as he would come to the already dead Minato and the Kushina that is almost dead, as he would say, "I'm sorry, Kushina," as Kushina would say, no, it's not your fault. It's none of our fault. The only person whose fault it is the masked man," as hate would be seen in her eyes, as she would say, "Can you take very good care of my baby? His name is Naruto Uzumaki," as Kushina would say this because she knew all the enemies that Minato had, as she would say, this is what Minato wanted. He wanted Naruto to be seen as a hero, as he would tell Hiruzen everything that Minato told her to tell him, Hiruzen, because he knew Kushina had a longer lifespan than him, going because of her Uzumaki blood and her healing factor, as she would be healing slower than she would usually be, as he would tell her that she will be okay, so stop talking like that. as she would keep saying what Minato and her were talking about before they had to do this. They came up with all their words that they want to say before they were stabbed, because they knew either one of them was going to die, or both of them was going to die. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. Sorry, just that I'm not used to it anymore. Like, I can get used to it again, but like my head is hurting right now. But like, it's like weird. Sorry, but she would tell her everything that Minato and her were talking about. As she would finish, she would take her last breath. As Hiruzen would shed a tear. As he would pick up baby Naruto and take him home. As for the next 2 weeks, baby Naruto would be with them, with the Sarutobis in their compound. As a council meeting would be held, as the civilian and Shinobi Council would join, as they would talk about what their future plans are for the village because of the attack on the village by the masked men. As they would be planning stuff, as the civilian council and most of the Shinobi Council did not know that Minato and Kushina had a baby. And all they know is that a baby got the 9 tails, a orphan baby had got the 9 tails. As they will be told this by Hiruzen, as they would say okay, as Donzo would take this into consideration. As for the next 2 years, Hiruzen would take care of it, going from Hiruzen to Asuma and Kurenai sometimes. Also, Kakashi, Guy, as they would all help, and Naruto would get acquainted with them. As Hiruzen would get Naruto his own apartment at the age of 3, as because he was kicked out of the orphanage again, and this time he was banned. So he got him his own apartment, and he was living there for a year. And also, he got training from whoever he was with at that time. If he was Kakashi would teach him how to use chakra control, because he knew that was Minato's son. So he protected him. So at the age of 4, Donzo would release the fact that Naruto is the 9 tails Jinchuriki, as this would change their opinions on Naruto, as Naruto would be treated worse than he was a few years ago, 3 years ago to be exact. And he would be kind of ostracized, and definitely ostracized, as he would be not able to play with any of the other kids as he played with before this happened, as he wanted Naruto to fall into depression, as he would come in and make Naruto into the ultimate fighting machine. As he would do this, the only reason that Naruto did not fall into complete depression is because of Asuma, Guy, Kakashi, and Kurenai, and Hiruzen. Sorry, I forget names. And Hiruzen, as they would train him more, as they would know that he would get he would get more like beat than tortured, because they knew he was because the villagers knew that he was under the protection of the third Hokage, so they didn't really want to cause any major damage. As a few years would pass, more 3 years to be exact, as he would be 6, as instead of the prankster and the Naruto that we love, he would be more to himself and not like the canon Naruto, as he would be placed in a fight against Sasuke, and this is where we'll be leaving it off.